just thought it'd be fun to have like a little persona. Professor Dave, it's just a little name.
I don't have a PhD in chemistry or anything, but I, did work in, I took courses with laboratory components as an undergrad, and then I did most of a master's in synthetic organic chemistry.
But I didn't really last long. I dropped out in my second semester. I wanted to move up to San Francisco and play music. And then I moved down to Los Angeles, again, for music opportunities. But I eventually got this teaching job for organic chemistry at this little trade university. It was a pretty lucky break because with a bachelor's degree, I was only supposed to teach the laboratory portion. But on the first day, the lecture instructor had this freak out. He just took off. And so my boss came up to me and he said, look, you got to go teach the lecture. There's nobody here. They offered me the job permanently, but contingent on me getting a master's at the same time. So I went over to Cal State Northridge to give a second shot at a master's degree in chemistry,
and found that I really, really hate it. I really didn't like it at all. Do not enjoy doing chemistry.
But through a bunch of bureaucracy, quite frankly, I lost that job, so I had to withdraw yet again from the master's program. A lot of you ask very incredulously, are you a real professor? I sit literally in this room like 60 to 70 hours a week, and I chose the name really without much thought. It was kind of tongue-in-cheek, to be honest. I just thought it'd be fun to have like a little persona. Professor Dave, it's just a little name. They offered me the job through a bunch of bureaucracy. I lost that job. I chose the name. It was kind of tongue-in-cheek, to be honest.
So, and even at that time, I had no interest in being a chemist. Do not enjoy doing chemistry. I really, really hate it.
Professor Dave, it's just, a little name. I've been demonstrating that the Earth isn't flat without using any science, simply to prove that Flat Earth is the dumbest hoax on the internet, which involves no observations of any kind.
And you know what his method is, guys? It's just telling you. Lying to you about a pandemic, lying to you about everything, right? Do you think these politicians are fighting over the opportunity to take care of you? They're fighting over the opportunity to control you. They only behold the interests that got them in the seat. Your own president, JFK, who was shot, by the way, said, we are inherently against secret societies. Do answer to no one. That's literally what we got running this country. That's what we got running the world, right? They've convinced everybody that they live on a globe, even though we can't calculate any curvature. Why are we saying there's no curvature? Why are we saying the Earth's not round? Because you can't prove the curvature. No matter what this guy says, he'll sit there and say, oh, you're saying that we're just taking all this money and NASA's going up and making fake videos of space and they're not really going to space at all? That's exactly what I'm telling you. And he's trying to flip the script on you, trying to say that the flat earth priests have been lying to society for all these years. Are you guys kidding me? Y'all gonna sit here and watch all this? It's just basically a re-indoctrination video to assure you that you were believing in the correct thing the whole time. Do you not believe? Do you have more faith in science? What do you put your faith in, guys? Are you like Globe-1 Kenobi here? And are you joined at the hip with Globe Earth and you're not gonna let it go no matter what? Even when your eyes show you things that go against what you believe? Let those who have eyes see, let those who have ears hear. The earth is biblical, okay? It's biblical. There's a great deception coming, okay? What would be more of a great deception than thinking you live on a spinning ball in infinite space and there's millions of other places to go and who knows what God is or where God is, right? And everything came from a cosmic sneeze. Achoo! Boom! Everything existed, okay? Coke can in the woods, you don't assume that Coke can formed over millions and millions of years and classic Coke just ended up being written on the side. You assume that someone dropped their fucking Coke can. It's that simple, right? When you see what we live on, when there's animals that, the bird eats the fish and the fish eats the worm and everything's connected, that is not an accident. And you thought the Coke can was ridiculous, okay? So listen, Globe-1, you're not going to start lying to these people. You're not going to comment me and act like you scolded me when you haven't done anything. Your guy is literally just telling a story, okay? And I'm telling you guys, who are you going to put your faith in? Globe-1's science or Yahweh and Yeshua? There's a great deception coming, guys. Make sure you're prepared. Don't fall for the lies of these globe priests. So you have to think, guys, if the majority of people in the Bible is referred to as taking the broad path, right? The broad path goes to where? And the narrow path goes to the gate of heaven. So you're sitting here telling me that the flat earthers are stupid because we believe in what the Bible is describing the earth as. Why is Job 38:14 so important? Because it's the only verse that refers to the shape of the earth. All the other verses talk about describing the earth, all the ones that people use to defend their arguments, and even in flat earth. None of them start with the earth takes shape, like clay under a seal. The earth takes shape. The shape of the earth is like plain or sealed crust. Guys, that's not basketball. Very easy to determine that. Right? So yeah, I'm gonna use that as my piece of proof. Like right there, bam, my faith. I have faith in the word and not in the world. So the majority of people in this world we know are going to hell, and the majority of them also believe that it's round. When we're bringing our argument up and basing it in truth, we're basing it with the only thing we know to be true, the word. So we're telling you the narrow path is small and few that find it. But the broad path, everyone believes that it's a spinning ball and do whatever you want. One preaches YOLO and the other preaches live for the next world. Which one are you having faith in? Think about that for a second. The majority of people are going to the bad place. And few people, you're going to be outnumbered in your belief system, believing in the truth, because the majority of people believe in the lie. And the lie is the rounder